guys, it's me, Ruowen Huang. Before I begin, let me first introduce myself. My name is Ruowen Huang. I'm an author, spirit coach, and also a psychic. In this very particular episode, I was meant to share a story with you, which I meant to share months ago. But anyway, today's topic is about when a hearing become an eyesight. I know it's quite confusing, but I will try my best to explain it to you. When I was in Africa last year, I had this profound experience, which basically gave me a brand new understanding about vibration. Well, many of you who follow me know I have been devoting myself heavily to understand vibration for the past 9 months or so. I pay every detail possibility to understand how vibration works. So anyway, when I was in Africa, I used to hear all those people, if you've been to Africa, you will understand all the tour guides have amazing eyesight. They can see things like from miles away, like you just simply don't know how could they possibly do that, right? So, of course, with all the tour guide able to see things from a mile away, when we fail to see things only a meter away, they explaining when there are people who living in the open space, they have a great eyesight. The people who living more like tree forests, they would tend to have better hearing. That's just how animal nature work. For the longest time, I don't really understand how hearing can help them see things. Sure, I mean, you can hear things, but we can only use our imagination, right? How can hearing see things? They gotta be very good, I guess. They just have to be very good at hearing things, I guess. But that's the best I can come up with. I don't know what other way to say it, right? Until one night we were on the crater of, Glong Glong, I believe. That was a crater, Glong Glong crater. And then, people who know me also know I don't drink. I don't usually get myself to the status that I cannot control my channel. The problem with drinking and channeling is I can never know which channel you open. It's kind of like lucky draw. If I'm lucky, I see something nice. If I'm unlucky, I will have to suffer the whole time. I am drunk. So very often I try not to drink. But with that very particular night, I indulge myself with a drink. Mind you, I didn't get drunk when I first enjoyed a drink. That's have a lot to do with I take my time and I can still enjoy it, not opening any channel. But when the drink only got 1/3 left, and then we are about to have dinner, I thought, hey, how bad could it be? I haven't got drunk for the past whole hour. I would be just fine with 1/3. Not to mention, it's already diluted with all the ice cube, right? So, sure enough, I chuck it. I just drink it all, thinking it ain't gonna do any impact on me, only to find out it hit me really hard and really fast. It hit me really hard and really fast because I guess whiskey does that. So anyway, take about 15 minutes or so, I notice my head is spinning. So I decide to hide myself inside the bathroom stall because I'm thinking that's the safest place I could be. Not seeing anything, not hearing anything, because I don't know what channel is gonna open, so it would be the safe place for me to be. But only to realize, even though I'm very isolated inside the bathroom stall, I start hearing things. I hearing every chop of the vegetable from the kitchen, which I don't know how far it is. I hear every water bubbling. I hear all the conversation from the restaurant that is literally I don't know, one meter away. I'm not quite sure it is. But then that hearing start magnify, getting louder and louder and louder. And all of a sudden, it's no longer about hearing. I experienced something about vibration that I never thought possible or could be done before. That is, your hearing magnify in a way, it start radiate out like vibration to all area. 360 degree. So basically, just imagine you alone and every part of you radiate out a vibration that expand further and further away. So While I continue hearing the sound getting louder and louder, and all of a sudden the sound loudness no longer impact me, but the vibration is basically radiate out that I can start hearing animal moving. And to that point, I thought I'm crazy. Well, I could be crazy in a lot of situations. But what I'm saying is that particular experience throw me off guard because that's not what I'm used to. Like I can point it out in what direction they are, what animal moving toward what direction, or how big or how small it is, how fast it's moving, how slow it's moving, which is really weird because I would say the best way I can describe it is while your vibration radiate out to a certain area, you then feel all the space around you to whatever perimeter you can receive the vibration from. Then you understand all the existing things such as a building, tree, which is not moving item. You are very aware where they are, or you can somehow, some way, vibration will pass through those items and only target it at the moving item. Therefore, when vibration hits such an item, it will bounce back to you and almost tell you how far that item is it, or what shape based on the vibration that bounced back to you. It feels like you can tell what animal that is. So the best way I can describe it is imagine everything around you is like those pin art board. I don't know if you guys know what pin art board is. All the pin, and you press it, you show your hand. That's basically what it feels like. So whatever is moving, you have a very weird sense of constantly reporting vibration back to you, telling you based on that shape, you know what animal it is and what direction it is moving toward and what speed it is at. So from that very particular night, of course, as night goes on, I put some food in my stomach, drink some very hot, sweet chocolate. I got back to my normal, and I'm able to control my sense, so it's not over the place again. But also through that very particular night, I finally understand how it works as a vibration. Like some animal can simply use the vibration as an eyesight, such as like bat, or sometimes some kind of owl, things like that. They are able to not really hearing, but simply understand it is through my hearing. So I really got no better way of describing it. So it's basically through the hearing, but more coordinate together with the vibration, like you are able to understand how it works. So thanks to that experience, thank God I only have one time that experience, as amazing as it is. I'm not sure I can duplicate that. But also because of that experience, first time in my life, I truly understand what it is when hearing becoming eyesight, because it was that clear. I may not describe what color it is, but I can sure describe what shape it is and what direction is moving and how fast it's moving and how far it is away from me. So from my personal experience, I can describe it as a vibration, because that vibration is different from tree. Tree might move a little bit, but it doesn't move in that big mold in a way I know it is an animal. So when vibration constantly sending message to me, it feels like within this parameter, I feel it with all kind of bubble form. So any direction is being interrupted, I will know. So 1 month later, or a month and a half later, in one day, my husband went out for a birding trip. So when it was heavy snow, and snow is feet high, and then he tried to take a picture of an owl. So he come back and he was all fascinated by how can owl somehow, some way hear or sense the mice that was running under the pile of snow and then able to precisely dive into the snow and catch that mouse that literally human eye cannot see. But due to that, experience I have in Africa, I learned one thing is totally doable, especially if they are trained to know how to see through their hearing, like literally converting their hearing into an eyesight. So that if that is the case, if that our experience is exactly whatever I was experiencing in Africa, I can tell it doesn't matter how thick that pile of snow is, they hear it, all right? Because based on every movement constantly sending message to my ear telling me what direction it is, I can only imagine owl would know better than I do. But anyway, this particular episode is just to share with you all. Even till this day, I find that very nice experience is very fascinating for me because I have no other way to describing how clear it is when my hearing become like an eyesight, and then I can precisely describe how far the animal is. I can precisely describe what animal it is. It's just simply based on what the vibration is bounced back to me. And it become even more clear when my eyes is not seeing anything. The image become very solid and it constantly bounce back to my head. So anyway, just to give you guys some idea. Next time when you go to Africa or anywhere else, when people say some animal, their hearing is excellent, almost like an eyesight, trust them. It could be because I myself is not excellent hearing, and I did it. So again, if you like what I'm doing, follow, share, and like. See you next time. Bye now.